the process of filing a lawsuit, choosing the right representation is the most crucial decision. With so many attorneys in today's convoluted business world, how do you make the right decision on which is the right choice for you? With some key questions, you can narrow the search and make an educated decision. Today's guest is Mr. Gerard Fox, a well-known trial lawyer to the stars and large corporate America. Many of his cases are in the news. He is a trial lawyer with an unrivaled record in jury trials. He is the founder of the industry-changing multi-service bi-coastal law firm of Gerard Fox Law that is much talked about because of its diversity, stability, and competitive hourly rates. Mr. Fox is a magna cum laude graduate from Georgetown Law School with 30 years of experience. He is the celebrated author of the book Sue the Bastards and Fox's blog on litigation strategies with thousands of social media followers. Mr. Fox will share some insider tips on choosing the right representation for your case.
Hello, I'm Gerard Fox, and I've been trying cases for 30 years. I've represented very large publicly owned corporations, movie stars, and famous people that you know. In fact, you may know of my cases. I'm also the founder of Gerard Fox Law, an international law firm with offices in Los Angeles and New York. We also do mergers and acquisitions, labor law, sports law, and tax. I'm here today to talk to you about how do you select the right lawyer for when you want to file a lawsuit. If you make the wrong decision, things can go horribly wrong in your case. And worse yet, you can end up having a broken relationship with your attorney. The first thing that you need to consider is, do you need a specialist or a generalist? And this is a very important question. If you are a recording artist and someone has infringed your copyrights, you might be compelled, or you might think you need to hire the very best music copyright litigator. Or if you have a personal injury, you'll see the ads and the billboards on the freeway and you'll think you need the best personal injury lawyer. Often that's the case, but not always. There are very few lawyers now who know how to try a case to a jury in a public jury trial. This is because a lot of cases settle, and this is because there are many, many contracts that have arbitration clauses. There is no jury in the room in an arbitration. Sometimes your case, especially if you think it might go to a jury trial, will require that you find one of the top trial lawyers who's capable of trying any kind of case and use them. I can't tell you how many times a client has come to me late in the case having found the very best lawyer for the specialty that applies to their practice or their issue. Maybe it's a case against a broker and it's a securities case. But they find out late in the game that their lawyer can't get up in front of a jury and present their case because they've had no experience doing that. And by the way, a jury trial takes a lot of unique skills and talent that a lot of lawyers don't have. So you're going to have to think about and weigh the issue of whether you want the specialist or the all-purpose trial lawyer. And you might want to go and sit with both. Second, you need to know who's really going to be doing the work on your case. The person that you meet when you walk into that law firm, into that big corner office, who convinces you they could win your case, may not actually be the one doing the work. And so it's really important that you ask that attorney how much of that work they'll be doing themselves and how much they'll be delegating to less experienced lawyers or paralegals in their firm. Very often, someone is charmed by the more experienced person only to find that it is a second or third year out lawyer handling their case, and they become very unhappy. Now, there are efficiencies for sure in a senior lawyer or trial lawyer using paralegals or associates that will keep your legal bill down. But that means you need to meet that team, the entire team. I would ask that attorney to bring the full team into the room and start asking questions about who's actually going to do the work and how much experience do they have? How long have they been at the firm? Those are important questions. Look at their depth of bench. Ask them how many other cases are in the firm. If they look tired and too busy, that would suggest to you they may not have the time for your case. If the law firm looks like it's desperate for a new case and desperate for your case, and they're not very busy, that means that they may not be very good, or they may be overworking your case because they don't have enough work. So you want to find that firm that looks like it has depth of bench, full experience, team play, and leadership from the person you're talking to. That they are going to take your phone calls, that they're going to show up for the important depositions and try the case. And again, you need that trial lawyer. If you don't have a trial lawyer, what you're going to have is a litigator who has no trial experience, who will talk you into settling the case on bad terms. Finally, you need to ask for references. It might seem embarrassing if you're sitting in front of a very good trial attorney to ask for references, but it's so important. And yes, these are likely going to be clients that are on their successful campaign list, people who they've done well with. But those people will be very open with you about things like, how much did it cost? Were the budgets that they were given accurate? Did the case take too long? Were there issues with getting phone calls returned? Were there surprises in the bill? These are very important questions that you can go over with a reference. People who've been through litigation usually want to talk about it. Those are my tips. If you go through them all carefully, and at the end of the day, you're confident you have the right lawyer for your case, you've met the full team, and you've checked out their references, you're in a pretty good position to go forward and sign a retainer agreement. Good luck to you, and I'll see you in court.
Would you like more information? To get in touch with our featured guest, please call the number on the screen or visit gerardfoxlaw.com. Thanks for watching.